That's fine. My name is Quinn, and I'm going to be your storyteller for this evening. They introduced themselves. That's fine. But before we begin tonight's show, this episode and every episode is brought to you by So Nerdwear. So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. Click on the banner below and use discount code SOULBEAR for 10% off of every order. So, with all that out of the way, do we have any questions, comments, concerns?
We gonna die.
I had a coworker today ask me, when you play pretend, if your character dies, how do you bring in a new one?
That's a fair question, honestly.
Yeah.
That is. I don't know. I don't know what backup character I have for this game. I have no idea.
When Keller dies tonight, I'm gonna play a gangrel.
I might
That
bring
was
in.
my backup plan, Data.
You know what? I might bring in General. Let's see what happens.
No.
Anyway,
Okay.
We have high hopes.
Last we left off, the coterie made their way through the night, wheeling and dealing through multiple kindred, from the halls of the University of Chicago to their hotel where they dealt a blow from a distance, and of course here in O'Hare where they took the life of disenfranchised. And it all led to this moment, back in the glossy halls of O'Hare Airport. The coterie meeting these coming guests of Prince Jackson. One looking devilishly evil, gaunt, anemic, and the other looking stoic, but beautiful. To Matthias and Nathan, they are strangers. But as you look upon that very beautiful Asian woman, Keller, it's hard to forget the face that brought you into the existence of eternal night. She greets you with a warm smile. Her companion is still looking around with some gaze of paranoia about him, but a thoughtful one. It's not vapid. But for the woman and Keller's sire, they look to you in this busy international hub of air travel, and she says, "Good evening. It's nice to meet you all for the very first time. I hope our destination didn't bring you too much trouble. My name is Sierra Van Burs, and this, of course, is my companion, Malenkov. I take it everything is ready for our arrival?"
Of
Yes.
course.
I'm assuming were we waiting outside the car? I'm assuming.
No, you're waiting in the airport in front of
Oh.
like a grocer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's like one of those duty-free, kind of like tax-free, like grocers.
Let me be one of the first to welcome you to Chicago. The head of our particular social club would like to welcome you as well. If you'd like to follow us, we would like to get you to a place of safety and allow you to get your bearings as you've just landed. My name is Matthias. To my left here is Mr. Alex Bishop, and then this one to my right would be Keller. It is nice to meet you. and welcome. If you would please follow us so we can quickly get out of the light.
Fair enough. My brother and I will follow you.
Nathan gives like a respectful nod. And then we start heading towards the, I think it's a Lincoln, you said?
You have a Lincoln and your car. And, Malenkov, the man with the beard and the bald head, unkept looking, as Jackson called him, turns to two guys who are coming down the hallway and he says, wait 1 minute, please. And he speaks in another language unknown to you. And the two of them make their way over. They appear older as well. Somewhat elderly, maybe in their, you would guess, 50s. But well built and well kept. The two have really kept in shape. My companion is correct. How are we making our way over to our destination, to our accommodations, rather? We have, as you can see, quite the entourage with us.
So there is both of you and then these two additional gentlemen. There are 2 cars, which the first will be held by Mr. Alex and Keller. The other one will be driven by me, which I can take your 2 companions if you would like. We have 2 rooms in an Elysium for you. We was expecting to.
She turns to her companion and begins speaking in that same foreign tongue. You may make a... This will be an intelligence academics check.
Alex?
I can make this roll too. Shut up.
What you can do is you have a skill in a check. You can aid Nathan, and he can add one die to his pool.
I have nothing in academics. Good luck, Nathan.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll just out of spite.
Okay.
How dare you, Lamar? Oh, suck it. 4.
Keller did better. I got 3.
How the fuck?
3 is what you were looking for, though. So both of you hear the sort of cadence that goes along with it, the sort of beat, and a few familiar words. They're speaking in Russian. You don't understand what they're saying, but you know the language itself. And after the conversation is finished, Malenkov shakes his head, looks to her, gives a nod. I believe Keller and I will take the car. You will take a single car, and then, well, you can work it out amongst yourselves how you will be transporting my brother and his ghouls.
Fair enough. Let's take Keller. We take the Lincoln. We take the Ford.
Take whatever's sturdier. There's more of you.
Whichever you'd prefer. You're the better driver.
I am not going to be cramped up in this fucking shitty city. We're going to be taking the one that has more room, no?
The navigator is bigger, I'm assuming, Quinn.
Who's talking there?
That
That was
is
Malenkov.
Malenkov.
Malenkov, not Molkov.
You should
Okay.
take the bigger vehicle, the navigator.
Yes.
Okay.
Between the 5 of us that needs to go inside. We'll take navigator. You 2 shall take the other. Understood. Yes, this arrangement is possible. We shall all be in the same location, so very good. Is there any other arrangements that need to be made before we make our way out of this airport?
No.
Thank you very much. Shall we continue? Just
Yep.
start the walk.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are our accommodations? Sierra speaks as you begin walking your way out of the airport and into the cold, brisk night.
I'll let Matthias answer that one.
We are taking you to.
I think it's like it's like a safe house, like a townhouse or something.
It is one of the finer establishments in the city. Let's see if I don't have any notes because I'm a goddamn idiot. Where did we say?
Isn't it like a bed and breakfast or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I wrote something about it. I'm trying to find it.
Of course, when I write notes, I don't keep them.
I found a note where Mallory thought Matthias was the pimp.
Very necessary detail. Quinn, can you let me roll for memory or something like that, or just tell me?
Yeah, it was a one of Bronwyn's bed and breakfasts in the North Park area, close to your haven, but far enough away, but also close enough to the rack.
We are taking you to North Park, one of the more scenic areas of Chicago, to a potential bed and breakfast, if you will, for our particular social club, ran by a very influential person in the city. It is very close to a place called the Rack.
I'm familiar with what the rack is. Thank you, though. My brother and I, though, are no strangers to slumming it, as one would say. Is it protective of sunlight?
Yes, it is run by people within a particular club.
Doesn't necessarily ease her mind, and it's quite obvious, and you can see Malenkov is very distrusting of that fact.
Out of character, Vaughn, you said Nathan is going to ward against schools.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably mention that.
Yeah. I will be warding, once we arrive, our accommodations against ghouls.
Very well. Fucking hell, Malenkov says. You're one of those fucking usurpers, huh?
Yeah, I'm a witch.
He speaks something in Russian. The two others laugh, and Sierra kind of gives him a glance, stops a little bit, and he just sort of says in English, "What? You think this little one is able to do something? No, he just stands around and hides and reads in his books all day. Too cowardly to actually come out and fight."
I do enjoy books.
No wonder why no one fucking trusts your kind.
Indeed. Nathan just gives 0 fucks about any insult he's giving. Like, no response.
Matthias does check on Alex to make sure that is the appropriate response. It's like, okay, they're fine. Moving on.
He just is like completely, it just is unfazed by it.
And Sierra will turn around and say something in Russian again, and then Malenkov just kind of shakes his head. Spits on the ground, and he spits blood.
This is why Quinn told me to stop talking in Russian last week. Я знаю.
Mm-hmm. And then you finally make it to your destination.
Malenkov and company, please accompany us to the larger vehicle. Keller, enjoy your ride with his friend Boris? Burris, I'm not going to say that right. Lamar's an idiot. Um, if there's any trouble or any deviation of the path, please let us know.
Shall I lead the way then?
Yes.
Oh, and we will be having company in the form of other vehicles who will be making sure we arrive at our destination safely. Don't mind the extra cars. And I will open the door for Sierra to get into the escape.
I'll open the door for the others as well.
Matthias will hop into the driver's seat.
Malenkov and the ghouls make their way into the back. Malenkov will flip open the chair and direct them in the back behind him, and he will take the back seat to himself. Sierra steps in the passenger seat next to Keller. Actually, no. She's going to sit in the back seat.
It's fine.
Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Of course. I will close the door once she's in, and I'll take my phone out of my pocket and wave it at them and be like, call me if you need me. And I will go into the driver's side.
Sierra notices that, the phone, raises an eyebrow and says, Jackson allows the use of technology within his domain.
He hasn't said not to.
Interesting.
It was my sire's suggestion that we should all have phones, so I'm assuming that it's allowed. I've never been told to the contrary.
And who is your sire?
Her name is Annabelle. She runs Elysium.
I'm very familiar with Annabelle.
So you've been to Chicago before. I've already started driving at this point once everyone's inside.
I believe we can cut the formalities and the veilish truths.
Welcome back.
A different welcoming committee, to be sure. You survived. Good. Tell me, how?
How I survived here?
How you survived.
To get to this point?
And for all intents and purposes, thrived.
Honestly, I'm here because I got shit done. And I'm innovative. We were congratulated early on for some of the things that we had gotten done, and while I tried to share that with my coterie, I will admit a lot of it tends to fall on me in order to get things done.
Your coterie were your two companions?
Yes. Matthias and Alex. They were changed all within the same 24-ish, 36-ish hours that I was.
How unusual.
Very. It was quite interesting.
And you share these successes with them. Why?
Why bring more attention to myself than is absolutely necessary? I can get more things done if I'm not constantly being peered at.
You don't need recognition for your deeds, then.
Never have. It does nothing for me.
Recognition could prove beneficial when you need to rise through the ranks. It's a necessary tactic.
While those who would be able to assist me in raising any kind of ranks are aware of the things that I've done.
You're beginning to hit traffic at this point. It's starting to slow down as you work your way out of the airport. It's annoying, but construction for the freeway, expanding upon it, starting to congest. Well, I guess I'm still new to the ideals and ideas of the Camarilla and how one shares their
Fair.
triumphs.
I've just seen the benefits in not having the spotlight too harsh on myself. I can see how it would be beneficial in other scenarios, though.
I think you would need to learn that at some point.
It's not my forte, but I suppose I can learn new tricks when necessary.
We could easily make it your forte.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this. I know you've been gone a while, but she existed before I did, but there is another like us here in the city. Her name is Celia. One of my first missions was to retrieve her, as she was feral, and I needed someone to help teach me. We've kind of learned from each other in the last 6 months or so.
How does she seem?
There's a lack of control. And I'm not sure if that stems from her months of being on her own or if it's just because she's literally young. She's literally a teenager. And she's being kept within the confines of the local chantry, probably because she can't be trusted to exist within a coterie due to her, beginnings. And it's causing her to become riled. And I'm sure one of these nights she's going to pay for it.
She's in the chantry.
Yes, she and Alex spend a lot of time together as he splits his time there, being of Clan Tremere.
That's not good.
No, it isn't. Considering their primogen isn't very fond of us. But who is, really?
I can't blame him. That's all she
I can't either.
says. I'm sure you have questions for me. This will be the only time I'll allow them. And while you think on that, Dana, we switch to the other car. With Matthias and Nathan, one driving, one riding in the passenger seat up in the front, with Malenkov and his ghouls in the back. He looks, he says, "This fucking city. What a shithole it is. I've been on the front line and fought wars with the worst this planet has to offer. And Chicago is fucking worse. We know this one as a usurper, no? A warlock? What are you?" Pointing to Matthias.
A child of Markov.
Markov. So what exactly do you do in the Camarilla? I mean, aside from acting as comic relief, watching your clan interact with the normal and well-balanced beings is like watching a shitty movie with the hero and his useless sidekick. You just feel pity, yeah? And that's all that's in that head, yeah? And he slaps the back of his hand on your head.
Please do not strike me.
Oh, or what?
I have no power. You know that. I make a simple request.
Charisma persuasion.
Oh,
Remember, you have presents too. You have
Yes,
an
I do. Oh, fuck yeah, I do. Don't worry. Those are the first two I pick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an additional 4. Go, Matthias, you motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
Yeah.
You're lucky Sierra's here. That's all I'll say.
We are very honored for your presence. Mr. Jackson is, he awaits your arrival.
I don't give shit about your little prince. And he begins. As soon as he's like, when he speaks, actually, what's inside? What's inside this?
That's 2 insights. So 3 plus 4. Uh, 4, 5. Because I critted.
5?
3.
3? Okay, you needed 4. As soon as Matthias, you look in the rearview window, and it's all laughs and jokes and confidence when he's speaking. But as soon as it's gone, he really looks out the window. He brings his fingers to his chin, around his lips, thumb on the jaw, and he just begins thinking deeply. It's not on the precipice of worrying, but he is concerned or just thoughtful. Hard to really grasp.
Matthias will take note of this and then say, I've lived in this city for several decades, a small amount of time based on many within our group. But for the most part, I have seen what happens when a heart leaves the people. I deal with the downtrodden, the discarded, those who are going to die either to the cold or to a vice. Sir, you'll get no defense from me of the evilness of this city, for I've known it before I even turned. I'm sorry you have to be here, but I'm sure it's for a good reason.
Lunatic.
I'm supposed to ask you not to call me that.
Call you what I want.
I understand. I make a simple request.
Before I go any further with role-playing Malenkov, how are we all feeling in a mental state to kind of brush the line with our veils and our yellows and greens and stuff like that?
I'm good.
Oh, here we go. Let's do this.
Gucci on all those, so
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
have
good.
fun.
All right. So, Malenkov will actually look and say, and add on the call, maybe I'll call Chicago PD on you. Who knows?
Oh no. The cops coming after a black man for no good reason. This is a new event. I've never lived through it before.
And what about the other one in Sierra's car? The clan she belonged to, huh? Pretty enough to be one of those perverts.
She is of the clan of shadows.
The fuck?
Her clan is not known well with the rest of us, but she does have powers to manipulate the darkness.
He's silent after that. And he just says, actually, no, he'll add... he'll say something in Russian, rather.
But man, can she crack a coconut with her fist?
That's no kidding.
Their fist, actually. But either way.
Who's leading right now? That's actually important to Keller. Okay, I'm going to give it to Matthias and... Actually, sorry, Vaughn, I'm just going to give it to Matthias. You would auto-fail on a wits awareness roll, but Keller and Matthias I will allow to roll a wits awareness. Oh, actually, no, you're good at wits. Fucking everybody roll wits awareness.
Oh. I was like, yeah, I think I have one.
I was like, I have the least witch
Oh, wait,
awareness
no,
out
like-
of everybody in this
Yeah,
coterie.
I have
Yeah.
3 dots of awareness.
You're also like leading.
Just to remind you, I do have Sense the Unseen, Quinn, if that helps.
It's not.
Okay, just putting that out there. This is not as good. Only 3 this time.
Oh shit. That's 4 successes.
And here comes Wainwright from the left.
in fucking congested traffic. No. You see a familiar face hitchhiking on the side of the road. On this freeway. Next to a delay expected 15 minutes sign in glowing lights. And it's Jason.
Dathan looks to Matthias and shakes his head.
Matthias, I'll say, please excuse me. And he'll. We're like wall to wall traffic, so we kind of stopped.
Yeah, you're kind of like... You're like... LA 101 at 4 p.m.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Matthias will actually just take out his phone and call Jason really quick.
Hey, what's up?
Health check. What are you doing?
Right now I'm standing on the side of a road trying to get a fucking ride back into town. Drop Papa off and, he's the one who really needs to lay low right now. Dude, you should have seen it. I was sniping from, like 800 yards on top of a 3-story roof into this, like, dive bar. Oh, yeah, their window's gonna be fucked up for days. When Papa laid down, he broke in. I think he almost killed a cook in the back, but I don't think we killed anybody, I'm pretty sure.
Good work. 1 second. I'll relay this to Nathan. In coded language, a friend of ours completed their task, but they need a ride back home. I think it's too hot to do it right now.
No, bring your friend.
Our friend is not part of our particular club. It would be against. Not yet.
Is that the one out there? The one we were just calling?
Yes.
I can use a snack.
Not this one.
Oh. Malenkov gets out of the car. Walks over to Jason. Keller, you see Malenkov and Jason on the side of the road. Begins talking with him. Jason's all like...
He belongs to Matthias, is all I say as I'm watching this happen.
I see it, he says. Malenkov points at the car. Jason looks over. And the two... Malenkov is giving off some real hostile body language, but there's a strange, also bonding that is happening between the two of them. And they begin walking back to the car. And he hops in, he says, Yeah, man, I was in the Kandahar Valley for 3 tours. And I was stuck. He's like, and Malenkov actually says, I remember that was a piece of shit valley, no? And he's like, yeah, fucking hot in all days, dude. But I mean, the hills were nice. Yo, you never mentioned this guy. He's like, hey, what's up, Matthias? We
Hello,
served in the
Jason.
same valley in Afghanistan.
Oh,
Thought,
very good. Well, it looks
I
like
will-
you two have become friends very quickly.
I will text Nathan just a question mark.
Said I'm gonna text back. Our friend invited him back into the car. Our new friend.
I will
don't know what's-
reply. Just remind him that he belongs to Matthias. If necessary, and then I send it off.
Your mom
I'm
goes,
sh-
"The fuck are you doing?"
And now that we've attracted attention to our vehicles by someone getting out and then coming back in with a stranger, I'm just gonna do a perimeter check. See if
yeah, wits awareness.
too much attention. Ooh. 2.
2. Okay. The only thing that you see and notice now is your escort. 2 white kids driving a car, tinted windows, but the back one rolls down, and you see 2 other black kids in the back being like, giving you like a thumbs up, like, we cool?
Yeah, okay. I take my hand out the window and hold the okay symbol up.
Okay, they roll their windows back up. So, you served for that long. Perhaps you don't know fear as best as I think you do, says. He's like, nah, man. Jason starts to kind of like look out the other side of the window away from Malenkov. What's awareness, both of you?
Oh yeah, he's going to attack. I don't even need this roll to know that, but I'll do it for the game. That's 3 and then 4.
3.
Oh fuck, only 2. God damn it.
Only 2?
Only fucking 2. Actually, I'll use a willpower to reroll some of these motherfuckers. Fuck that. I'm not gonna lose Jason because I have a bad roll. Because Lamar's a better thought process than the rest of these motherfuckers. That will give me 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what you notice in the rearview window, as Jason is in the back seat looking out his window, Malenkov turn around, and with that gaunt face, reveal his K-Knights and about to feed on Jason.
Jason.
Yeah?
Do me a favor and do a quick prayer that I've taught you.
Fair. I'll join.
Malenkov, this is my good friend Jason.
Very good friend of Matthias's.
He's done a lot of work for me. Similar to your comrades in the back.
Charisma persuasion. Yeah, the 2 ghouls get a chuckle out of comrades.
4. Can I use my off of this? I think, yeah, persuasion.
Yep. And you can also add 2 dice into it.
Hell yes. This is a lot of dice. This would be 10? 10 dice. Let's do this. 6.
Fine. I'm feeling some hostility here, man. We cool? Do I gotta, And he kind of reaches to his hip. He's like, you can know all friends here, right? Same social club.
Jason, this is a dear friend of a man I'm working for. We need to transport him to a safe house. Everyone's on edge because it's an escort mission. And as the kids say, they're not the most fun situations.
Any warrior Afghanistan is safe around me, he says. Fucking sure, dude. He says back. Back to...
Quick eyes to Alex. I almost thought... Quick eyes to Alex to kind of give him like the, I almost fucking lost my ghoul.
Back to Keller in the front. And Sierra Van Buren is her sire. Well, I'm sure you have questions. Now may be the only time you get to ask them.
I suppose my first question is, why were you there that night?
The less you know about that, the better.
Fair. You're the reason they don't remember who I am, right? Because I've seen them both on numerous occasions and they have no recollection of me whatsoever.
I wish I was that powerful, but no. The man who accompanied me made sure of that.
The man who was also there when Celia got changed. She described him to me in very, very vivid detail.
For your safety and his, it would be best for you to forget that face. And know this, Keller. If it came between you and him, I would not hesitate to end your life.
It would probably be a mercy if you did.
She rolls her eyes a bit.
I suppose it doesn't matter if you actually know those two or not. They're anarchs for what it's worth. One of them wanted to cause a problem tonight, but we've taken care of him. And I am curious, you said this isn't the first time you've been here, and that's obvious, but why keep coming back? I'm assuming from what's been mentioned and out of context is that you're joining the Ivory Tower from another group, I suppose.
Who really knows what the future holds? We may meet pack of lupines on our way to our destination. I'm sure the prince provided you with everything that you needed to know.
He gave us information of what he could predict, I'm sure. And everything, as far as we know, has been taken care of, but we're not omnipotent. And there are those in the city that would rather see us burn.
I am aware. They are nothing. He is nothing compared to who we are. Keller, my brother and I have fought against the depths of hell, have seen and experienced and caused atrocities that would be uncivilized in this modern era on a scale so punic that you couldn't even imagine. We have waged war and for so long. We have done it all and seen it all and survived it all. But we've come here to meet with His Majesty. And I do not fear a little son. Though I am curious why he does fear us. Anger is rational and justified for the atrocities that we have committed in the name of the Sabbat.
He fears us, and he wants to consume us in order to never be afraid again. His child is, from what I've been told by my coterie mates, is capable of oblivion to a small degree.
Point of correction, Alexa is not Son's.
Talking about Evan.
Evan is not. Oh, shit. Okay.
I got you, Quinn.
Yep.
I'm talking about Evan, who is the child's son. Yes. But he's been indisposed. I have not had the actual opportunity to ask him how that came about. But maybe one night.
Still seems you have much to learn. But though, again, it is a mere curiosity. We are to make a lot of enemies in this coming night. That is for certain.
It would be weird if we didn't. This life is all about games and lines and hardship. But I am no stranger to any of the above.
One last question from me then. What is your impression of Annabelle?
I am fond of her, as she is, albeit has been commanded to be my sire in the absence of you. She has genuinely attempted to be there for me in the way that I suppose most kindred wouldn't have been. But truth be told, the first thing I think about if I think about Annabelle is how sad she is.
Oh. Why?
She is the keeper of Elysium, and she is a Toreador, but she could have anything she ever wanted, and more. But there's just something about her that maybe a part of her longs for more than what this is. And there was a couple of months ago, or no, it was a couple, no, months ago, there was a time when I had to ask her if she knew how to erase me, as I had been found dead and needed that to go away. And she didn't have the means to do so, but someone she is close to did. And someone who had promised me a boon. And when I called upon this boon, they denied that it had happened. And I watched Annabelle almost let it slide, but something flickered and she stood up for me. And I'm not exactly sure the connection between the two of them. They are paramours on the outside, but I'm not sure what goes beyond that. It's something about their dynamic is just sad. At least on Annabelle's end.
This is
Maybe I'm misinterpreting.
This is another Toreador?
Yes, her name is Portia. She is an independent, as she is not a member of the Anarchs or the Camp Maria, but she owns the Succubus Club.
Annabelle owns the Succubus Club. Portia runs it.
Ah, okay, there we go. Then I'll reiterate. And Portia is Alex's sire, for what it's worth.
What's the insight?
I'm a roll with some wits. Here we go.
Matthias, as she's rolling that, you hear a whisper. Secrets that can lead to death. 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to read her from a rear view window.
That I can't see her in.
Exactly. But you could see the visage. You could see that ghostly facade. Just staring. There it is, she says. And you can see downtown Chicago looming high overhead. The skyscrapers reaching over the stars. The Gothic architecture revealing itself as you are. Traffic is beginning to ease up. Malenkov pops up. But are we almost there?
Are we there yet?
Quinn, how far away are we?
That's your exit right there. Keller's driving off towards it.
Only a few more minutes at this point. The next stop sign, Matthias will take out his phone and text the coterie chat. Quotes, secrets that can lead to death. Dash. Matthias. Enter.
I hear my phone buzz, but I don't answer it because I'm keeping an eye out while we talk.
Right.
Logical.
You don't see anything as your escort also follows you out, too. Until you eventually read this North Park bed and breakfast. 2 stories. You know there's a basement down beneath. And you know that certain windows have been taken out of certain rooms inside here. It's fit for kindred stay, though it has the facade of a very nice Airbnb for all intensive purposes. It's got the makeup and the amenities of a long stay. And as you begin entering your way in, Keller, Sierra opens her own door and begins working their way over to Malenkov as you begin working your way towards the entrance of the home. Keller, you are stopped by your escort. The two kids in the front seat say, "Hey, we gonna stick around? Are we good?"
We're here, and you are free. I definitely appreciate you guys helping us out.
The back
For sure.
windows roll down and say, "Hey, no offense. You're one of Maori's girls, right?"
Girl's not a term I would use, but yeah, sure.
Whatever. How about we stick around then? Unless, you know.
I mean, if you want to stick around for like a few hours, that's up to you. But I did only ask for A to B, you know. But I won't say no to a little extra help.
Yeah, we'll wait out here. All right.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, the guys in the back say that's a debt, and that's got to be paid, and we look after our own.
Of course.
All right. Need anything? Let us know.
I've got you. And I will go
Cool.
help Sierra with what she's doing.
And you all make your way into the home of this 2-story Airbnb. 4
And make sure-
bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Matthias will actually tell Jason to go home.
Jason will look and say as day is approaching. Are you sure, man?
Yes, I will be fine. I will be fine. And I
Sure.
appreciate your concern.
All right, boss. Sounds good.
We can get you a taxi if you need it, Jason.
Nah. It's not that far from here. I can walk.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Jason, before you leave,
What's up?
tomorrow, in the evening, please come to find me. I have something very important to tell you, and I think we might need your assistance more often than I originally intended.
Yeah, man. You got some explaining to do to me, at least. I mean, that Malenkov guy seems cool, but like he looks half fucking dead.
Yeah.
Where is everyone right now?
The ghouls and Malenkov have already made their way into the Airbnb. Sierra has also made their way into the Airbnb.
Okay.
Nathan, where are you?
I'm just gonna. If I saw Jason before he heads out, I'm like, I'm about to go back in. I'm like, hey man, I got you something. And then I kind of open my sleeve and I slide him discreetly the silencer.
He'll take it, and I need to roll for him real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Shit, man, this is
Shh. I
What?
say as I'm gonna head back into the hotel now, or the Airbnb.
Sticks it in his back waist.
That, amongst other things, will be explained to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you've done, Jason. You've truly helped more than you can ever possibly imagine.
You know what, Maddie? Anytime. I'm there.
Good man. Be safe. Go with God. And
Get home
Matthias will
safe,
just-
Jason.
He nods and begins working his way back and down the sidewalk.
Into the Airbnb.
As we're walking in, be like, so how did your car ride go?
We were
God.
threatened about 4 different ways without, you know how like you threaten us without threatening us. That happened about 4 different ways, but you know it could have gone way worse.
He was
How?
definitely looking for a reaction from the two of us. That's for sure.
Yes, I've been slapped in the head by. I was slapped in the head, but that was great.
He attempted to, you heard him goad me for my clan, but I don't really give a shit about his opinion on that.
Why should you? Who is he to us?
I know he's nobody.
But other than that, you guys were okay.
Yeah, I was worried about Jason there for a hot minute.
I don't know why
It's time to bring him in fully.
I understand this. And your ride with our guest, was that okay?
You know me and talking, it went super great.
All right, I gotta get started on warning the place. If you guys could go ahead and head on in.
No worries. Coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a perimeter check of this place.
All right. For Keller, roll a wits investigation.
Oh, balls.
And for Nathan, do you have the ingredients to do the ritual?
I should, I would imagine. I knew I was gonna do it. I'm trying to find what those are right now. That's the word again. That's the circle version. Ingredient: a handful of salt in some versions. Oh, mixed with blood. That's easy.
Yep. Yeah. So you can set that ward on a surface. It could be a door. It could be a window. It could be
Oh, it's probably gonna. I'm probably gonna do a few different ones.
a few different ones.
But
3?
it's definitely.
Okay. So the only real entrances, like doors that you're able to find, are the front door and a back door, and then another one that leads to the basement, windowless.
There's
as
not
well.
an outdoor entrance into the basement, is there?
No, there is an outdoor entrance into the basement.
There
is. It's windowless. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ward that door too. So I'll be doing 3 surfaces.
Okay.
So I'm looking.
Matthias will just walk around looking for, use his sense unseen to make sure there's no fucking invisible ghosts just looking around.
Okay. Roll me your, I believe it's wits aspects, correct? Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't need to make a roll until someone someone actually triggers it. Okay.
2. I believe sense the unseen.
3.
3.
I believe sense the unseen only detects physical things, not necessarily ghosts. Such as like a Nosferatu using obfuscate.
He'll start to notice. He'll start to notice my wards.
Whenever something supernatural hiding in plain sight, storyteller makes blah blah
It is.
blah.
It does include ghosts.
Does include ghosts? Okay.
Yes.
So, you see currently one spirit sobbing in a dark corner asking why did they take me? Why did they take my blood? Why? Why? It seems to be residual, and it is unaware of you. This is just a tidbit. Why don't you roll a intelligence plus politics?
It's kind of like an echo and not an actual spirit.
Not an actual haunting.
He said politics. Did you mean politics? Did you mean to say almost any other skill?
Nope.
All right. Well.
Hey man, I ain't got no investigation and I still rolled a 3.
That's. So it's all hunger, and it's a crit.
It's a okay. So you rolled
2 4s on 2 blood die.
two messy criticals.
He rolled 4.
I rolled 4. It's a messy crit.
He only rolled 2 dice.
You shout at the spirit to go away. And you're just, to those who have not activated their
Ghost seeing abilities.
otherworldly sight, you just see Matthias shouting to an empty corner. Malenkov will pipe up and says, "Afraid of little ghost, huh?" Sierra gives him a stoic glare. It says, "Be polite, or guests." Malenkov shakes his head, says something in Russian again towards Sierra.
My apologies. It's still new to me.
Don't mind my ghouls. They'll keep watch overnight.
Nathan's just working.
He said ghouls, Matthias.
Oh, thank God.
At the mention of ghosts, I'm assuming as I'm coming down the stairs from doing a perimeter check, I will activate Oblivion Sight. I want to see what this ghost is. And my eyes just ink over as I come down the stairs.
And you see that ghost, asking, why did they take my blood? Why did they do this thing to me? Why did I just wanted to go to Comic-Con. I just wanted to see the Game of Thrones panel. I just wanted
this baby
to
been
know.
dead a couple years.
To bring it back to the time frame, the ghost will say, I'm not even gonna see how it ends. They took it all. They took my blood.
Oh, honey, don't worry.
I'm like, it wasn't worth it. I know she can't see us, but I'm just like, honey, it wasn't worth it.
The ghost notices you.
Oh fuck, it's because I'm a La Sombra.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't worth it.
Oh, look, it's about to cry. Why don't you, he looks to Sierra. She sort of just nods, says, "We will allow your warlock friend to continue his business. For Keller, I believe we have maybe some unfinished conversations." Malenkov, and you can see the shadows begin moving around the ghost, and Malenkov is the one causing it. You could tell that. And as you two begin working your way upstairs, Malenkov will say, "Wait, little one." "Sorry we didn't find you first."
Such is life. Always unfair.
I can't imagine how weak you are.
I can only go up from here.
Not worth it.
We'll see. And I'll follow Sierra upstairs.
Now pay attention, lunatic. This is how we have fun where I come from.
Please do not call me that. But what do you have to show me?
And the shadow tentacles wrap around the ghost's neck and begins lifting it up. And you can see the ghost is confused as it's dangling, trying broken out of its rhythm of its echo. It's being choked to death from the abyss, and struggling with every fiber and almost a remembrance to breathe, but also the realization that it's dead and it doesn't need to, but still struggling for a horrifying after death existence. The spirit being tortured and Malenkov just sort of chuckling. Amusing, no.
No, it is not. Please stop.
Please? Why don't you beg some more, lunatic? And he lifts the tentacle up more.
I request that you stop this senseless torture, if you do not mind.
Charisma persuasion.
I kind of want Matthias to fail this one. Let's see what happens.
And then Nathan, when you're able, make your ritual roll for the warding circle.
It says not to roll until someone triggers it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like yeah, it says
You roll for potence if someone activates it.
yeah.
Oh.
That way you know what the DC is then.
It says do not make the ritual roll until the first time the trespasser touches the ward.
Okay.
That's what he gets for saying he wants to fail it.
Knock on wood.
I rolled 5. One of them is a crit, but there's no other crits, but so it's 5.
He got that Vegas luck.
To make up for all the ones I didn't have while in Vegas.
So, what happens is you see Malenkov say, "End it, no? Okay." And the ghost also, as Malenkov says that, has this, like, its eyes widen even more. And you hear it beg. No, please, no. As a shadow hand and a wraith appears from underneath and leaps up and grabs the ghost by the ankles and drags it down into the shadows, with the ghost clawing upon the surface as it descends downward into the unknown.
Matthias will take a deep breath. And then he'll look to Malkov and he says, "You know, there was this movie with Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze. They did the same thing to the bad guy at the end. Better effects, I would say, from you. Please excuse me." He's going to walk to the kitchen to gather himself for a few seconds.
What a night now, little lunatic. Run away. What does Matthias think? What is Matthias thinking about everything that just sort of happened?
Oh man, it's like a flash of anger. That was like that was unnecessary and it was pure evil and there was nothing he could do about it.
This is the Sabbat.
Like it was pure unadulterated evil and there was absolutely nothing he could do about it. And if he could, he would have killed him, but he can't. So he just stood there and watched.
It brings up an interesting question. What are your tenets?
Stand up for the disenfranchised.
Stand up for the disenfranchised.
You did do
like
that.
It's like
The
act like
guilty
human.
should suffer.
Hmm.
Oh,
Do
I
you-
can change the sire box now.
Should he suffer?
Yes, yes, he should suffer.
Nathan, these are one of your tenets. Are you two planning on this? Are you thinking about it?
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, he doesn't see the ghost issue.
Fair
Probably
enough.
busy warding when that
I'm
happened.
literally painting blood on walls right now. I'm like, la da da.
Yeah.
Happy little blood wards.
Honestly, like,
Oh, that's Desi, excuse me.
if Matthias was dumber, like if he had one less dot in wits or intelligence, he would try. He wants to try.
At any
'Cause
moment,
that-
it could just be a conversation for a Malkavian. At any moment. Something to keep in the burner.
Matthias.
I mean, what is the I was just so. It was.
Nathan, what do you feel about the delegation that has arrived?
He thinks Malkov is a complete piece of shit.
Malenkov.
Malenkov is a complete piece of shit. He does not have an opinion on the other one. Right now, this is just a job to get done.
Fair enough.
He wants this over, so he's doing what he can to speed it along.
Sierra continues upstairs then with Keller. Opens up a room, looks to be the main master bedroom. And as she looks it over, she says, I'll take this room. And you'll have to forgive your uncle. He's a warrior. A true crusader of the Sabbat.
And he comes with you here.
Loyalty. Before we retreat for the night, is there anything else that you should need to know? I should also add that I do have one more request from you, but I'll add that after you ask any questions.
I'm trying to remember what they were.
Ghost?
What is?
Take your time.
have 2 questions, if you don't mind.
I asked.
You know what? That night, you gave me a choice. Why did you give me that choice?
Because I never did. I never got that choice. And I should add, I do not hate my sire for that. I trust him implicitly, and he trusts me. What Sombra needs she just sort of closes her eyes, shakes her head. We need a new direction. You were the first step in that.
And nobody else knows. Nobody knows about us.
What do you mean?
I say this in the fashion that nobody is aware that you are my sire.
Charisma persuasion.
You want me to roll 1 dice, Quinn? So I'm assuming me being hot doesn't really play a role in this. So
No, sorry,
Nope.
don't.
I'm
No,
gonna roll-
not
I'm gonna
with
roll one
her.
die. Let's go.
She was pretty straight.
Oh, success! I got 1.
Yeah, sorry. No. But you could see how that would be a problem, correct?
Oh yes, entirely. That's why I asked.
Keep it that way, Keller. It is a secret that both you and I will take to our graves. It is a death sentence for us both, if you reveal that.
Yes, as I got my very first lesson in that second night of living. Matthias's true sire is no longer with us for that exact purpose.
His Majesty of Chicago seems to be firm and fair. The legendary Kevin Jackson. We hear of him in the Sabbat. The Paladin.
An interesting title.
You really don't know the stories of him, do you? Not yet, at least.
I wanted to take my time in my prodding, as being too eager to learn sometimes sets off certain alarms. But I will eventually have more information. He is probably one of the few kindred in the city who don't utterly despise us. And thus he took an interest in me from the get-go. So.
Well, good for him.
I suppose.
You should retreat and find your coterie. I will speak with Malankov and we will go for the night. I believe your warlock should be finished with his warding by now.
Yes, as the stench of blood starts to thicken, I will go see him. And you have a very good night. I will leave.
Begin working your way downstairs. Malankov works his way up, not making room for you, playing a game of chicken up the stairs, and you're gonna shoulder check each other. He's not gonna move. You're not gonna move.
Nope.
So why don't we roll strength and athletics?
Use that fortitude.
It's strength and athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget your little beef bonus to that.
6.
6. Right.
No additional potence included.
Okay. You got a bestial failure.
Oh,
you
really?
fucking, you like move, you little bitch.
Yeah. You shoulder check him. He gets slammed up against the wall, and he says in English, "You Camarilla whore," and works his way past you and begins cursing in Russian.
That sounds like fun, I say as I walk down the rest of the stairs. I will go find my coterie mates.
I just like finish up with like a little swirl on one of the glyphs.
Bob Ross now.
Thought I'd have a little fun with that.
3 aggravated damage for you, Nathan.
3? Oh, is that what it costs?
1 warding circle. You have to bleed yourself,
Oh.
unfortunately, to do it.
Not fun though. How do you heal that? Just over time?
With each
3
morning
rouse.
rouse, you can roll 3 rouse checks.
So it's an X, right?
It is.
Mhm.
It's an X, yes.
Okay, so I'm down to 2, so I'm gonna have to use some rouse checks tomorrow.
So with each, you have to roll rouse 3 times in addition to you waking up.
Okay. And I know something with my blood potency affects that.
I'll look
I don't-
that up for you. You can continue role playing
Okay.
if you'd like.
We don't have to do it until you wake up again.
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
Well,
You're right.
He's actually probably looking like the blush of life is gone. Looking a little weaker than usual. I'm okay. Not great. But
Well.
that's what it costs.
Hopefully this will be rather rewarding. So hopefully it'll be worth it.
Yep. I don't like this.
I don't like being anyone's lackey either, but the more we do it, the less we'll have to in the future.
Shall we retire to the basement then?
Where's Matthias?
Let's go check the kitchen.
You find him there. What is Matthias doing? How is
I
he,
just-
rather? Yeah.
He's staring at the floor. Eyes kind of darting back and forth. It's not okay. That was not okay. That was
Matthias?
not okay. That was not okay.
Matthias.
Oh,
Takes a hand on his shoulder, like gently,
hello, Alex.
like looking up at him.
Keller.
We're almost through this. One more night.
Then he won't be our problem anymore.
Once we get to the club, we're done.
He tortured and they killed us.
I could hear it from upstairs. I know.
And you did.
Hey, what now?
We did nothing. We could do nothing. We allowed them. I saw fear. It was pure fear. And that is evil. I don't care what we now are. Evil is evil, and evil is wrong. These are wrong things.
You're right. You're right in that we can't do anything right now.
Which is why we must buy time so we can become more powerful. So we can do something about things like that. We're still young. In terms of, I'm sorry you had to see that. It sounds horrible. They're right. The Sabbat are monsters.
I'm tired of seeing people suffer. I'm tired.
Well, let's go rest. Come on.
Yeah.
There's nothing more we can do about it right now.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we can't take action in the future. Do you think I like being told what to do, who to see, who to talk to? Fucking hate it. But it's stepping stones, baby. You gotta start at the bottom.
You two forget. I am not as young as you. I've already lived through problems.
You're not the only one.
Congratulations. And he will walk away.
You're gonna walk in the same direction that we're all walking.
You are more than willing to follow, Keller, or you can find your own path.
You are so deep right now, I say as I follow him to the basement.
Heller.
He can be angry, but there's only so much anger will do if it's not channeled correctly. Dream about when you can do things compared to when you can't. And let the times that you can't fuel you, but in the proper ways.
Let us rest. Good night.
Rest does sound good.
And to rest, you go. Go ahead.
Willpower just heals over time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It heals at the start of every new session. Fully. Superficial. Aggravated takes a little bit more, but superficial, you get that beginning of every session. So, the daytime sleep. It's as much as being kindred as the beast. As much as what defines vampire. That's the hunger. If vampires could dream, what does Matthias dream of?
It's just red right now. It's just red. It's just suffering. It's just tent city. It's just addiction. It's violence. And then him so far away from it, unable to do anything.
Okay. What does Keller dream of?
Keller never really dreamed much when they were alive, and I suppose that translates to when they dream as a kindred. But being reunited with their sire and watching the aftermath of Matthias's anger and rights and wrongs, and the only thing that Keller wants to dream about and does is of her foster brother, and how he is essentially the only reason they're even trying at all.
And I would ask Nathan what he dreams of. But I need Nathan to do another thing. I need you to roll your warding circle.
Fuck. Okay.
God damn it, Wainwright, you mother.
Alright, let me pull up.
Ooh, so many enemies in Chicago and so many allies. Who could they be? You do not know.
Alright, let me get to the blood rituals again. Sorry. A second. God, the book is so much easier to read.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. On a critical win, damage for this ward is 3 points of aggravated. Where is the roll? Let's see. Do not make the ritual round.
Trespasser attempts to cross the circle. Roll a contest of intelligence plus blood sorcery versus trespasser's willpower.
Okay, willpower? So okay.
Intelligence plus 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5.
And it is, if you crit, Nathan, that's important, so let us know.
Okay. And I did.
But what's the total right now?
5.
Okay. And the critical?
I'm assuming you got 4 plus 1, so 5.
Mm-hmm. It says, if the caster wins the ritual test, the victim suffers 1 point of aggravated damage. On a critical win, damage for this ward is 3 points of aggravated.
The crit only matters if he succeeds the difficulty.
Yeah, he did.
So it's 3 aggro instead of 3 superficial.
Okay.
And he can't enter.
All right, and I need you to roll one more time for me.
Okay. Oh shit! Where'd it go?
And just remember, you can reroll up to 3 black dice if you choose to, with a point of willpower.
That's 4 successes. I'll take that, but no critical.
Okay. And the rest was pre-rolled. All right. So, the Tremere, the blood sorcery, the thaumaturgy, the rituals. Pretty dangerous for a bunch of librarians. A bunch of blood mages. You can feel it through your day sleep. You can feel the suffering, the near catatonic death of one, the frustration, the anger, the inability to breach your fortress. And then, with that, you wake. All of you wake. Nathan, you are keenly aware something tried to get in here. Someone tried to get in here.
Heller,
What?
someone tried to get in.
I'm moving up the stairs.
Rouse checks first.
I succeeded on mine.
Succeed.
I succeed, but what about my superficial shit? Or I mean, aggro, whatever.
You're aggro, so you can
Yeah.
roll 3 rouse checks to heal 1 point of aggravated damage.
What is about my blood potency? Does that affect ag or no?
That's superficial only.
Okay, so it's
Let me-
just I just roll 1 blood die or just a die for the healing.
No. 3 hunger. It's a rouse check. You're
Basically,
rolling
3 rouse checks.
3
and
rouse
you will
checks.
succeed at the end no matter what, but it just depends on if you get hungrier or not.
Okay, it's 2. That's 3 successes. I'm doing really well tonight. Holy fuck.
Yep.
So I
I'm
just heal 1,
just-
right?
You just heal 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
your blood only matters if you're healing superficial damage.
Okay.
Double check the little table.
You work your way in. You have your 2 vice lords hovering over one. And I need to say this because of Nathan's warding. They did not kill this ghoul who tried to get in. They are holding him hostage, and he is somewhat there, somewhat not. But they would have killed him if not for those wards.
Why
Just
am I?
one.
Just one.
There's one alive.
There's one alive being held by the gangsters who stayed.
Well.
Gentlemen,
Yo, whoa. Okay, but first, before that, what the fuck was that? What was that Harry Potter shit, man? Was it like a flashbang or like...
Who's the best at lying?
Technically, Matthias, I think.
It's you, buddy.
Matthias, still hot. We'll go.
they're also just human.
Yeah. I think it's a free. I think Cloud's free.
I don't
It
think you
is.
guys need to worry about it. I appreciate you looking out for us, though.
Yeah, Matthias.
There's 2
will
of
go.
them, right?
There's 2 of them, yeah.
Okay,
Take one each,
Nathan-
boys.
Yep.
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 Matthias will just go to one and goes. You had a dream. You had a very vivid dream, but you are okay now. You did your job. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
I basically do the same thing with the cloud memory.
That guy puts his Glock away, and
Thanks.
the other one kind of looks over and is like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Y'all fucked him up.
Y-
Good thanks.
All right. He's like, "Yeah, man, it was just a dream. Like, fuck, let's get the fuck out of here." And he's like, "What? No, wait, old timer, what the fuck was that? Come on, like,
Who is talking now?
this is the other guy. There are 2 in
Oh.
there."
Yeah, they each took one.
Oh.
I think
So
both
they-
Nathan and Matthias did
to,
it.
to clear it up.
Okay.
Please, there.
There's 2 of them holding one of the ghouls hostage.
Okay.
Ah.
Yes. Matthias is going to look at the ghoul. And he's going to get real close to him.
Again, the ghoul hasn't said anything.
No, the ghoul is kind of half in and out of it on the floor. There are 2 human dudes holding him.
holding him hostage with 2 guns.
Okay. And then
got- So one of you got one of you needs to get the other, and we need to send them out of here right now.
yeah, Nathan's gonna get the other.
Yeah, I did. I'll do it.
All right.
I just say, hey, forget about it. It's nothing. You beat the shit out of him.
The other one says, "Yeah,
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. We appreciate it.
yeah, we're all good. We're all good then." But yeah, this guy tried to get in.
You fucked him up real good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it was just him.
No
But
one
dude,
else?
no, there was, but cloud memory.
Mhm.
That circle evaporated the ghoul into dust.
Ah.
Jesus.
Yes! Fuck you!
Jeez.
I'm sure we'll find the dust as we leave.
But this guy is being like, "Do you want us to stick around? Maybe like, Scare him
Keller,
a bit.
Well, we gotta talk to him ourselves, you know.
yes. Keller, do you mind grabbing our new friend?
Mm-hmm. I just grab, I guess the collar of his shirt and start dragging him downstairs.
Go home, boys. It's been a very long night. Day.
Nathan gives each of them
Yeah.
$100. Thanks.
Using that resource 3.
Yeah. It's a little tip. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. The goal is just sort of like,
Come on, darling. And I drag him down the stairs of the basement.
oh, and you do, and
Hello, sweetie.
he's sort of like like trying to keep his balance up against the wall.
Keller, could you keep his head still?
I can do that. I'm going to activate the arms,
All right.
which I believe is a rouse check.
As you finally get to the basements,
Look at
the
success. Hell yeah.
shadow tentacles, Matthias, the same shadow tentacles that were strangling and lynching that poor specter, is now holding this ghoul's head up from Keller. Clearly, their ability with the plane of oblivion at work here. Right.
No, so you're gonna talk? Or this is gonna get really unpleasant.
Manipulation, intimidation.
Get a bonus die because I'm holding him with shadow tentacles.
Yeah, because I don't have anything for intimidation. Who does?
I do.
I pass it along.
Actually, Keller, please hold him.
Jeez.
I can do that.
Matthias will walk slowly up to him.
Nathan's just kind of flashing his fangs at him.
I'm just standing like 3 feet away from him as the shadows hold him.
My.
Her, actually. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
even better. Young lady, you have the opportunity to do the right thing. Who sent you?
Charisma. Persuasion. Actually, it would still be manipulation, persuasion.
Yeah, still get the bonus. It's the same roll. Very good.
Nathan's just licking his fangs at her.
Plus a bonus die from Keller.
And then plus the bonus. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm built to talker. 4, 6,
6.
6.
She looks at you with a glare and a gaze that says she's done this before, but at the same time has never been in this predicament never experienced anything like that.
I'm a little hungry.
Let me explain something.
Look, she says. I work for a vampire out of Gary named Snowman.
I'm gonna roll insight.
What's inside? Matthias, you can add Matthias's skill to it as well.
What's that?
You just roll 1 die if he's
Oh,
skilled in
another.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 again.
4. She's telling the truth.
Oh, you can talk. Thank you. And why are they interested in our little group?
We were just told to look into these vampires from wherever they were.
I've just asked.
Just a poor little ghoul lost.
We're gonna...
Tell me, what happened to your friend? He smiles.
He's dead.
Oh. How about that?
Quinn, how is this like similar to the basement of the hotel where it's just a big brick room?
Yeah.
How sturdy is that door?
The door leading up onto the backyard
Yes.
seems pretty sturdy.
Matthias, do you have something on your mind?
I don't want any more bloodshed.
I don't either. So how about we come to an impasse, where we let you go, but you don't learn anything? How about that?
Sound good?
You guys aren't gonna like my mind or anything like that. You're just
Well,
That's probably what's gonna happen, honey.
but it's for your safety.
Can't blame you if you don't remember anything, now can they? It's that or we eat you.
oh, okay. Okay.
Alex.
What? I'm a little hungry. I've never eaten a ghoul. I'm kind of interested.
I'm sorry, that's not enough. That's not enough.
I think Alex is pretty proficient in memory wiping. I don't think you'll have to worry, Matthias.
You have to promise me. You must promise to never harm another soul. You must promise to end all violence, or I cannot allow your brain to leave the way it is.
Nathan just takes a step back.
You gonna do it?
Give yourself to a higher power. Do it now, or I'll make you see God.
Which one?
What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy?
I'm giving them chance. Consent is key.
Charisma
Shoot.
intimidation.
Can I get that extra die with
No,
intimidation?
that's dogs.
Damn it.
Yeah,
That's what Keller's for, though.
That's fine. Kelly does have the thing and currently holding them. Can I get that?
Yes.
I do have a point of intimidation.
Thank you very much, because intimidation is not what I built.
This is the teamwork portion in the core rule book.
Hell yeah.
Teamwork makes the ghoul cry. And profess their love unto God.
3.
3. Yeah, sure. Whatever. God is good.
Matthias is just going to slowly walk up to the ghoul with his hands open. And with the tentacles around their neck, he's going to put his hands around their cheeks. You know what my favorite verse is? Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man shall be beset upon his own brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord, and I lay my vengeance upon thee. Demontation is free.
With your mesmerism. Oh no, yeah, it's free.
It's free. Because they're human.
So I start to watch this happen and I see that Matthias is doing something I've never seen him before. I'm going to start slowly retracting the arms.
What does their illusion become, Matthias? Delusion, rather.
I want them to see an angel with a fiery sword hover above Matthias's head, pointing at them, screaming, "You shall be judged for your transgressions." as Matthias continues to say, "Give yourself to the Lord. Do it now."
The woman is let loose from the mysticism of the abyss and gently falls to their knees, their mouth agape in the awe of the rapture that is to come down upon them, and says, "It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm sorry. I am to be judged. I will accept whatever judgment you bring upon me." Crying tears of terror and joy at the same time that is upon their face. Keller and Nathan, they're just looking up at the ceiling of this stoned basement. And she's just screaming to have that fiery sword thrust down upon them to cleanse them of their sins, so that they may meet God.
My.
While you finish with this, I'm going to go check on our guests. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll keep an eye on him.
Yes, please do.
Matthias is going to do this for as long as someone allows him to.
Nathan leans against the wall and enjoys the show.
Keller, as you're making your way up the stairs, you see, leaning there against the door, who was observing all of this, your sire. Just sort of shoulder resting upon the dorm frame.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Sorry we had to entertain guests, as you well have noticed at this point.
I could see that.
I think Matthias is letting off a little steam.
I could see that.
Rest well.
It was. Thank you. Are we ready to depart?
Yes, we do have an early call time tonight, don't we?
Indeed we do.
Matthias. I think we need to send our friend on our way. We have other places to be.
Yes. Yes.
Send them back home to Gary, shall we?
Go home.
Before she goes, Nathan,
Yeah.
Matthias will know that dementation doesn't necessarily make her mind forget what she saw.
I will go and make sure she does.
Okay.
Before you do, sweetheart, could you look at me? The only thing you're going to remember is that beautiful sight. You cried tears of joy, and the message that it gave you tonight. That's the only thing that you're going to remember on your way home.
Rouse check, I believe.
Yep.
Get it.
I'm good. I'm waiting for my luck to fuck up on that, which I'm sure is going to happen when I start to heal my damage.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
She gets up and begins walking out the door. Malenkov also should make his way downstairs.
Matthias, are you coming up now?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Are you feeling better? Millennials are very fond of check-ins, Matthias.
I do appreciate it. Within your cold heart, there's a small, gooey center.
Nathan. Yeah, Nathan. Your burner phone is going off.
Hey, answer it. Hello.
Yo. It's Damien. You'd tell by the voice.
Ah. How can I help you?
Their guests arrive?
Yes.
Good. They're going to be at Elysium tonight, right?
Yes, we will be leaving presently.
Cool. All right. Wits Insight.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh.
So no. I have a bad feeling.
When will your dice fuck up? Will it be?
Probably now.
You better fucking burn those willpowers, bitch.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Because I got 1 success with 3 blacks. All right, that makes it 3 successes.
3 successes. All right.
Yep.
He is noticeably unhappy.
Anything the matter? Something I can assist with?
No. Nah. Man.
Very well.
Make sure they're comfortable.
We will do our best. We are headed straight to our destination.
Be careful around them.
I am, trust me, I know.
Alright. See you soon.
Thanks.
Make sure you're all dressed up.
Of course.
Hangs up the phone. Who's that? Sierra Tremson.
A close friend of ours. An associate.
Oh, well.
Making sure everything's running smoothly.
Forgive me. I am in a hostile territory. I don't take your word for it.
The sheriff, ma'am.
Ah, the mighty Damien Bishop. Fair enough. Before we go, I would like to go and make my way over to the Diamond Yama Hotel. It's quite noticeable. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if any of us know what that is and where it is in comparison to us in the Succubus Club.
Pretty near. It's on the Riverwalk district, just along the river. And she'll chime in. It used to be the old Trump Hotel.
Ugh, gross.
I must. You are asking us to deviate from a plan given to us by the prince. I must ask why we are going there.
Charisma persuasion.
I should know how many dice this is by now.
More than me.
I roll 8 total die for this.
Though most people roll more than me in this scenario, so.
Oh!
That was either really good or real bad.
I rolled bestial failure?
It depends. What did you,
Willpower.
how many successes?
None. 2 skulls on the, oh yeah, I'll use my willpower.
You can roll willpower.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Because
that only happens if you roll no successes. There's no such thing as a botch in V5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 successes. Okay.
2 successes.
Yes.
Still a bestial failure. You needed 3. You needed like at least a 4, or 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's two. That's 2 skulls on both of my hunger die.
Roll me a d10.
Oh, that's some titty sprinkles right there, Quinn. Which makes sense considering what's been happening to Matthias. He's probably not all there.
He's
right
crumbling.
now. That's a 10.
His temple is crumbling.
That is your clan compulsion.
Oh, fuck off. I just had that open too.
Which is on page 200. For the Malkavians, that is delusion.
Of course.
They receive, while the vampire's mind and perceptions are skewed, they receive a 2 dice penalty to all rolls involving dexterity, manipulation, composure, and wits, as well as rolls to resist terror and frenzy for 1 scene.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's been a day for Matthias. He still asks, and then the world goes all wimely timely.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Matthias like,
Curse of the Oracles, she says.
hmm.
We'll need to go there.
We had rather specific instructions.
Oh?
It is only that we get there by a certain time. I think if we leave now, we can probably make it.
How close is it?
It's right
probably
next
not
to your succubus club.
Very well.
We could walk afterwards.
As long as we get there on time is all we ask.
Honestly, it might be safer to walk considering the public and there are less chances for incidences. A car can blow up, but harder to do something in a crowd. Shall we drive in the same car arrangement?
Sounds fine with me. Is it this moment? Oh, sorry, Matthias.
Mr.
I'll drive.
Thank you.
It's at this moment that you all realize that Malenkov isn't coming down.
Is your brother alright, ma'am?
He is my brother, but I am not his keeper.
I'll go up there and knock.
No knock. No answer.
I open the door.
No Malenkov. No ghouls.
I walk back down. It would appear your brother is missing.
And?
Just something I've noticed.
Well, as I said, I am not his keeper.
Of course not. We will take you to your destination, and hopefully he will join us presently.
I believe we're due at the Succubus Club around 9 o'clock, so we best be off.
Yes, and hopefully he shall arrive.
One can hope.
If, well,
As the contingency of our mission requires both of them to arrive.
I'm sure exceptions will be made. No
I'm sure
need to worry.
I'm sure he's just out taking care of himself. I'm sure he'll be around.
She shakes her head, scoffs a bit. makes her way over to the car.
The car's a little lighter, boys. And I head over to the escape.
It was that's what he said. That is
Matthias,
that
breathe.
is
Well, you know what I mean.
that is
Speaking of
that is
breathing, I will activate Blush of Life as I get into the car.
Oh yeah, I get hungrier.
Ah,
Me too. Son of a bitch.
Matthias is not going to roll. He is currently concerned with the very fact that two people, the Lasombra, one of them's missing, and then the other one says, I'm not my brother's keeper, which is a problem.
I'm going to text Keller. Do I need to contact Damien about him? Do you think? Or I'll text the group chat.
Yes.
Please use one of our 2 remaining burners.
I pull out one of the other burners. Hit up Damien. Sir.
hey, what? We were just on the phone. What's the deal?
Well, we went to check on one of our esteemed guests. The unkempt one. He seems to have vanished. Thought you should know.
Fuck.
I know. I'm sorry.
The killer did say he's probably out feeding, so I wouldn't.
He
put too
could
much
be out
into it.
feeding, but
Oh,
we had
that's worse, man.
I know. We were dealing with an intruder ourselves. He must have slipped out during that time.
You were attacked?
Yes, I was going to inform everything we came across when we got to the club tonight, but here we are. We took care of it. And we have a name of someone who is interested.
Name and place.
And place. Gary.
Alright.
Just thought you should know. I don't like that one.
As the bard would say, unleash the hounds.
Happy hunting.
Oh, that's their job, not mine. But they're also all here. Everybody is here at the Succubus Club. So we'll deal with that problem. The only thing that we need right now is to get the one La Sombra to the Succubus Club. Okay?
Gotcha.
Thank you. Sierra gets in the escape. I'm sure your GPS can find the hotel.
I'm sure I know where it is.
Yeah,
If it's near the Succubus Club.
yeah, it's a pretty big building. It's one of the skyscrapers.
I will.
Go ahead.
I was just saying I'll start pulling out of the lot.
Depending on how these nights proceed, in the future, that is where you will probably be able to find me. I own the Diamond Yama Hotel. I bought it from that crude man. I didn't buy it. I bought his assets.
I'm assuming you mean the Seneschal.
No, Trump.
Oh, gross. Even worse.
He couldn't afford it anymore.
Excellent. Well, are you going to require somebody to go with you, or do you want to do this yourself when we arrive?
I want to show you a few things.
I look at the clock. How much time do we have?
hour and a half. Enough time to get there and
Pick up a bag and come back.
change. That sort of deal.
If I remember right, weren't we already all pretty dressed up to meet them?
Yeah. We don't have to change, but she might
Okay.
want to.
And we'll just get through the process. Chicago is busy. Construction, Gothic architecture, skyscrapers. And as you pull up to this towering skyscraper hotel, you enter into the parking lot, or the valet rather, and someone opens the door and says, "Welcome to the Diamond, Miss Van Buris. Hello. We were not expecting your arrival so soon." "I know you weren't. It's quite fine. Totally different demeanor. I hope you're doing well." Yes, ma'am. Of course we are. Welcome to the Diamond Yama. You're a hotel, miss." "It's fine." She tips him $20. "Be sure to not ding up my assistant's car." Of course. Yes, ma'am." He gets in the car and begins driving away. "Come on, Keller."
As I follow her inside, I shoot off a quick text. Find somewhere to park. We'll meet you in a few. Tell me where you're at.
Nathan finds like a parking meter that's really close by.
I mean, if you really wanted, you could just go park at the Succubus Club and walk back.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's what you know what, we'll do that.
That's a decent amount of time, right, Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that close?
It's really that close, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It's like 3-4 blocks.
See you soon. Make sure they come out, I say.
Thumbs up emoji.
And she leads you through the hotel. Employees greet her very formally. One of the head managers and front deskmen of the operations of the hotel, a Japanese man, gives her a deep bow, and she bows back and continues walking over to the elevator. As she does, she opens it up and says, "I hope that didn't bother you, being my assistant."
I have been called much, much worse.
I still really don't know what to make of you, Keller. You're really good at putting up a front. You know that.
Saved my life more than once.
It could get you killed as well.
Indeed.
Ding! Elevator doors open. And it leads into a very minimalist Japanese fusion office. Clearly meant for function, but also a surprisingly calm aesthetic to it. Looking over the skyline of Chicago, down below beneath, past her minimal desk, and given a place upon an altar, is a katana, a sword. There are 2 chairs in front of her desk, and she'll simply point to one of them and say, "Wait right here as I get ready."
Well, take a seat.
Okay. About 5, 10, 15 minutes. 15 minutes pass as she comes back out in some very, really well done club attire. Makeup, dress, the whole 9 yards. What was Keller observing in her environment as they exit back out.
Keller probably had one ear to the door that she went to, just to try and discern any kind of possible scuffle if it had happened. I think their eyes would probably dart between the katana on the wall, and you said there was like a calm like vibe to her office.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's like a bonsai tree somewhere, or like one of the little meditation boxes.
There's a meditation box, but no bonsai. The katana is displayed by the Millennium windows that sort of look out to the skyline of Chicago. It's being held up on some sort of altar.
Their eyes switch between those two things, kind of noting the dissonance between the two.
She notices it. Where do you hold your lineage from? Before I embraced you.
It's a cliche to tell you that I don't actually know. I'm an orphan, so getting my DNA tested was not at the forefront of my mind when I was hopping from foster home to foster home and then to the street.
Come here. She leads you over to the katana. The sword has been in my family for generations. Hundreds upon hundreds of years. I was born as an only child. Had I been born a man, the sword would have passed down to me. But I wasn't. But it still belongs to me nonetheless for me to pass down to my son. That's never going to happen. The only child I will ever have, she turns, is you. She takes the katana up and unsheathes it. It rings in an echo through the office. With a sheen that shows it is not coated in steel, but rather has been modified with silver. The hilt has that of an oriental dragon swirling down below to the pommel of the katana. Do you want it?
It is one of the finest things I have ever seen. I would love to, and I mean that honestly. I don't really understand lineage or family or upbringing outside of my own personal experiences, but I look I feel unworthy of that right now, but part of me wants to work to be so.
I wasn't just gonna give it to you, Keller.
Obviously, that would be extremely foolish.
She puts it back in its sheath. Earn it.
I can do that.
We should go. She takes a clutch bag from her desk and follow her out to the elevator.
I happily do. I'll text the boys that we're on our way down.
I'm probably just Nathan's probably outside of the hotel, just standing, waiting.
Matthias is looking around.
Matthias.
Poor buddy.
Matthias, Matthias, it is a new scene.
It is a new scene. Okay.
So your delusion's gone.
Sorry about that.
When we get to the club, perhaps you should retire to the cigar lounge for a minute.
If I can, I will.
All right. The elevator's doors open up to the lobby. Your coterie is there. I'm reading this correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it is obvious as you reach your way over to them, sitting in the actually quite plush sofas and lounges that find themselves there. Coffee tables full of physical newspapers, Chicago Tribune, USA Today, those sorts of readings of it. So, are you ready? For Nathan, she is looking quite beautiful. For Matthias, she is a straight... Oh my god.
She hot.
Yeah.
The picture the two of you could come out in together.
Rather distracting, yes.
Hopefully not too distracting, as we still have a little bit of a ways to go.
Yes, let's depart.
I'll follow your lead.
Nathan just nods and begins to walk.
You begin working your way over, walking upon the sidewalks of Chicago. A homeless man being like, "Hey, oh, hello, gonna have a good night tonight, right? That's all it's about, right? You're just gonna go out, have fun, want to spare like, $5 for a dude?"
If Matthias has $5, he would give $5 to the gentleman.
Thank you, man, I appreciate it.
That's probably gonna come to bite him. He keeps walking.
Keep walking. Police sirens, that red and blue lighting flashing upon an old brick building, probably built around the 30s to 40s. One of the police officers stops Keller and Sierra and Nathan and Matthias and says, you guys are going to have to work your way. You can cross the sidewalk here. I'll help you, ladies.
Sure.
Sierra.
They're diverting us.
Yeah, just across the street.
Oh, this is gonna be a crime scene. Sure.
Yeah.
I specifically, with me personally, as we are crossing the street, I try to keep myself between the cops and Matthias as much as possible.
All right.
Not to shadow him. Obviously, he's taller than I am, but to distract them from him, knowing his situation.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Matthias would just kind of do
You're.
I'm not a black man. What are you talking about?
Don't.
I don't have a warrant out for my arrest. It's fine.
It's a question. Have not been
You
officially.
think they're more
Occupied.
occupied with the shooting that just happened. Close to Succubus Club. Honestly, doesn't happen all too much in Chicago, but
It's Chicago.
so it's gonna get a little more attention, unfortunately. Statistics actually say it's working, but you cross the street, work your way over, and you can see that long line in front of the Succubus Club.
But we know how to get in
Yeah, we're
via
not.
our entrance.
Yeah, we know how.
Yeah,
We get VIP entrance.
VIP.
yeah. You work your way past, up to the bouncers, and they recognize Nathan immediately. They
Boys.
unchain the rope, let Keller in as well. They recognize them, give you both nods. Hey, how you doing tonight, guys?
Good. How's it going?
Well, we're letting in as many people as we can.
You know what's going on down that way?
Annabelle just says to let him in. So, Big Boss says we gotta do it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What the pretty lady wants.
Yeah, Portia's enjoying the night too.
Good.
Alright. Well, have fun now, guys.
Thanks. You have a fun evening as well, as much as you can.
We'll try.
I'll send some drinks your way later. If you want them.
And then you make your way into the familiar environments of the Succubus Club, man.
I like it to, Celia. Was that right, Celia?
Sierra.
Sierra. I'm
Sierra.
just never.
Celia's
Names.
the teenage
Yeah, other one.
Sombra.
God damn it. I just say welcome to the crown jewel.
We see it.
Looking around, seeing the three-storied nature of all of it. The dance, the people, the swarm of life all inside of this club. That swarm of vitae, that rushing of body heat between kind. The thick crowd of mortals for easy feeding. Kindred, any kindred who is here that you can think of is here. What's awareness?
Whee!
4 successes.
2. It's easy to tell who is kind and who is a fledgling or visiting neonate, especially for Matthias. But for Matthias, you see her in the swarm dancing. Who could it be, Matthias, but Portia? In a slight, and only Matthias sees this, in a slight and subtle slip, you see a fledgling bite into the neck of a mortal, that kind in pure rapture and ecstasy as that fledgling begins to share the blood with Portia from their mouth as well.
Matthias would tap Nathan on the shoulder, kind of pointed out, "Mom."
I go to look. I look.
There she is.
Nathan just smiles. And like kind of zones out for a second.
I am going to make my way to find Jackson, she says in that loud whisper, the booming of the club echoing.
Were we to escort her specifically to him?
That's going to be up to Keller. She's letting Keller know.
Oh, okay.
I can take you there. If you like.
Let's.
Matthias would tap Alex on the shoulder. Hey, don't fall behind.
Okay, coming.
Matthias, you also see in a booth Bronwyn by themselves. Yes.
Omar and I made the same face.
Whatever this is, it is that serious a manner.
Bronwyn.
She's dressed up for the occasion of the Succubus Club, but is clearly being held by themselves. There is a quite large security guard at their booth, making sure she is undisturbed. But this is going to be your guys' opportunity to, like, chat with other kindred. Like I said, anyone that you could think of is here.
Okay.
Does that include my shadow sibling?
Except for her.
Damn it!
She
You
is
lied to
still a
me.
child. It's hard to get a child in this building. As Matthias
Unfortunate.
goes, the hell? We'll keep going to follow. Leans
Yeah,
over,
we
leans
can
over to
probably-
Coterie.
Well, can we talk to them after we meet with Jackson, or are you just saying now is our opportunity? Like specifically this instance.
This will be your opportunity. Just
Um,
one quick conversation, and then you will be able to chat with them later. But that will probably be next week. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay,
say.
that's. I can't think of anything particular about you guys.
Matthias will just 1 second. He just wants to make a quick side way to just acknowledge Bronwyn's existence. Give her a quick hello.
Is Annabelle in sight?
Yes. Also dancing on the floor right now, too.
If I can catch her eye, I'll just like blow her a kiss if I see her.
Okay. Let's go to Matthias real quick before we get to that. Matthias, you make your way over. The bouncer says, And Bronwyn looks over and says, no, he's okay. Hi, Matthias.
Hello, Bronwyn. It's good to see you away from a computer screen.
I hate it.
I hate it here as well. I actually wanted to make sure you're okay.
Blank stare.
That'd be a no. It is okay. Hopefully you won't have to stay here long, but I just wanted to say hello and thank you for being here.
In darkness we will find salvation.
Understood. There is a smoke lounge, which is quieter than this.
He's there.
Damn it.
He's our primogen. Unfortunately.
Do you feel Alexa here as well?
They're there. They're doing their job. The anarchs are here. She shows her fangs at that.
Okay. Well,
Do we?
do your best to enjoy the music. Quench your thirst. I have to finish a job with my coterie, but
The time for blood and tallow and fur is nigh.
How nigh would you say? Like nigh or like
Nigh.
Did you hear it too?
I'm not as in touch as you are.
You did hear it.
I did hear that?
That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the prophecy
12
from
little
the
girls.
12 little
12
girls.
little girls.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. God damn it.
It's in the Discord if you want to look.
I know. I
Everything
just forgot.
She has said has been from that. Just about. Last few things, anyway.
Yes, I did. I did notice this, and I felt it as well, which is strange.
They came to you too.
In every way of that sentence, yes.
You saw them.
I felt them. They attacked me.
They would do that. Sun heard them too. Alexa heard them too.
Did any of our blood didn't miss this?
No, but in darkness they will find salvation. Hold on, I need to roll something for her.
Go, Bronwyn, go, Bronwyn, go.
I just like the idea of like an entire clan of people just like,
I love Malkavians. I love Malkavians.
It's like, yeah, we saw some shit.
we all saw some shit.
Matthias, sit down.
Okay. Matthias will sit down.
It is not often we are visited by Malkov himself.
That was Malkov? All 12 of them?
He is dozen, but also one.
He's trying to help us or warn us. Between that prophecy and the one of fire, maybe tonight's a good thing?
The wolves are howling at the gates of Thermopylae.
But there's gonna be problems.
In darkness we will find salvation.
Can't believe Keller's actually gonna help us not die. Okay. Across the club, Keller's like a strong force.
I just feel compelled to show this in Matthias' general direction.
Nathan, what are you doing?
In darkness we shall find salvation. I'll keep this in mind. You know why they're here. I'm assuming everyone knows why they're here.
No. Why are they here?
To be known, to show themselves to the tower. From the few months I've been here, it's not exactly been open arms for these people. But now there's 3 walking amongst their Elysium. 2. That's 3.
There would have been 3 if one hadn't fucked off.
2 here, 3 in the city.
4.
Well,
4. That's right.
in darkness we will find salvation.
I love her.
Thank you for Sarah.
Sarah,
That girl.
your boon.
Your boon.
Girl you paid them with.
Yeah.
The girl who's gonna end up like the spirit that we saw.
Yes, I'm aware.
I was able to get them to a resonance that would be very beneficial for your friend and the coming delegation. We were able to bring her resonance down to an absent and drain her for the blood. I'm sure they'll love it.
I'm sure they will. Thank you for the rooms. Did you guys keep to your end and made it as painless as possible?
No. We needed the absence of resonance. Well, Annabelle asked.
Understood. Is there anything else I can do for you, Brownman?
No. Pats you on the head.
Darkness, you shall find salvation.
Enjoy the club.
I'll try.
Do I see Wainwright?
Not on the main dance floor.
Okay.
But you see Mom.
She's busy.
And then
I'm
you...
also busy.
Yeah. But you see... Annabelle notices your acknowledgement, Keller. She gives you a one moment and begins working her way through the crowd. Cleans the corner of her mouth real quick. Shari.
Long time no see.
My love. Gives you the European kiss. And this must be our guest,
One of them.
Sierra Famburis. It is a delight to meet you, Annabelle. The pleasure is mine. I hope Chicago is to your liking. Oh, it's quite old-fashioned. Well, we do tend to enjoy the Masquerade here and blend well with the kind. We find the vitae exquisite. Well, those who can keep to it, at least. Bit of a, light jab at Sierra, and she says, I'm quite aware. Well, we prepared for your arrival. There are a number of things that you will be there. Now, if you'll not allow me a moment with my child.
It's stayed 11.
Of course. I believe Mr. Taylor here.
Bishop.
Mr. Bishop, thank you. Mr. Bishop here can escort you over to the cigar lounge where you will be greeted. She just sort of is stoic about the entire thing, says, I'm sure he will.
I just nod. Good to see you, man. And then I continue to walk towards the...
She's a bitch.
Nathan just... once it hits the elevator door, he goes...
My moms are fighting.
Shari. How are you, my love? Was everything alright? Nothing too bad happened to you?
There was an attempt while we slept, but Mr. Bishop took care of it.
Oh, my dear. Well, I am happy you came out of it alright. The warlocks can be so useful, is what I find.
Yes, it seems the end result was dust.
Their rituals, their secrets. So long as you're okay, though. That's all that matters to me.
I am perfectly content.
Ah, good, my dear. You know, you must eat before you go into Elysium. Drink from one of these kind before... You can only slake yourself from a glass for so long.
That is very true, and I am kind of peckish, to be honest.
Oh. There are plenty of handsome men and beautiful women in the Succubus Club.
Shall we go join them then?
Yes, my dear. She grabs your hand and brings you in. Going to the club floor and dancing. Is Keller a good dancer?
I have 4 in dex.
Dexterity performance.
Well, let's roll 4. Oh yeah, 2 red die now. Gone clubbing. Not my proficiency in performance though. I don't actually. No, I did put my specialty performance as dancing. I get 1.
and
Crit.
And you crit?
So 4.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta have a dance off between Annabelle and
Oh no!
Keller.
Yes!
Dance for your life.
This could actually have some serious ramifications to it.
Can Keller's mom battle be done on the dance floor? Because that would be...
Evacuate the dance floor.
God, I have not heard Cascade in so long.
Cause every time you touch, you get this feeling. Every time you get sacrificed.
So many AMVs when I was young.
Oh god, I remember them.
You got your AMV history and my AMV history are different.
Don't show up
So
your
many-
mom, Keller.
So many Numb by Linkin Park AMVs. Which is how Dana feels
Hold
right
the
now.
Fuck on. Hold
no,
on.
Oh no. Don't
Fucking-
show them. Don't
Quid.
Did
show
something?
Keller.
Quid.
Oh, please be better than both of them.
Oh god.
Why can't we just be beautiful together, Quid? Why is this a competition now?
be three
She
I
is a primogen of the Toreador in the Succubus Club. I don't know what you want from her.
I
Okay.
take back my specialty performance.
What'd you get?
I got 4.
Oh, okay, she beat you by 1.
Oh.
Woo, you can re-roll. No.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I can't because they were both on black, so fuck you.
Always been on black.
Yeah, so I mean, she's impressed. She pulls
I'm
you.
sweating.
She pulls you in. You two are dancing in the same rapture as Portia, almost as you begin working your way through the sea of Kine and Vitae inside of the dance floor of the Succubus Club, where you can feed from this.
I definitely will. I would.
What is Keller? What is Keller looking for? Tell me.
I don't think I'm going to get absence from any of these people. So honestly, I will just take whichever. I am not super picky ATM.
Okay. Well, there are a number of kind. I'm asking you to describe.
Oh, the person?
Yeah, the person you.
If possible, if there are any non-binary individuals, I would like to
Oh.
partake.
Yeah.
Yes, please and thank you.
You go to that sort of non-binary aesthetic, that radar of that Keller is so proficient in, and you walk up to them. They're wearing a baggy shirt and tight jeans as they brush up against your body. And with your blush of life, even you begin to sweat in this warmth. And you can feed if you'd like.
Would yes, please, thank you.
In the confusion of the crowd, you bite down upon their neck as they are just enthralled by your kiss. And you can slake one hunger.
Hell yeah, I do.
All right.
Down to one.
Licking the wound easily. Annabelle does the same to the same person, slaking their hunger. They also need to feed. She whispers into your ear, "My dear, we need to make our way up into the cigar lounge now."
I suppose. Places to be. People to meet.
Very good. Into the elevator. Who were those two? Annabelle, I know. Who was the other one? As Sierra turns to you, Mr. Bishop.
Is she referring to Portia and Bronwyn?
Yes.
The one dancing is Portia, was Portia. The one sitting alone with the bodyguard was Bronwyn.
Chicago's crown jewel is not without its knowns, is it?
Can't all be perfect.
Tell that to Portia, apparently. Or Annabelle, apparently.
Nathan says gets quiet at the Portia comment.
She meant Annabelle. But she
Oh,
will
okay.
bring up Portia as the elevator continues upwards. She was something.
Isn't she?
Who is she?
She runs the club. She's also my sire.
Toreador?
Yes.
But you're Tremere.
I'm aware.
So who is your real sire?
Nathan just smiles.
Fair.
I do hope you enjoyed here. The club, I mean. It didn't. I got the impression you and your brother weren't too fond of the city itself.
Between you and me, Mr. Bishop, this city is easy. Ding.
Well then. Shall I go make an introduction?
We shall.
And I walk inside.
What is Matthias thinking as you make your way over to the elevators?
Nice does not seem to be working. So it's good to be effective.
Keller and Annabelle also make their way to the elevators. Annabelle greets you. Matthias, how are you, my good man?
Hello, Annabelle. It's good to see you again.
It is always good to see you as well. I only wish you came to my club so many more times. I only get to rarely see you so much.
I thank you for your hospitality, but I started this journey as an old man. The lights and the music. If you had a jazz night, well, I'd be first in line.
Oh, my dear, we are in Chicago. I'm very fond of the Red Number 5 for those occasions.
I've heard of such a place. I shall visit it. Maybe you will join me one day.
Oh, I would love to.
So, shall we see what all the hubbub is about?
Of course. After you.
Thank you.
Killer.
Of course.
Works her way into the elevator. You know, Matthias. She teases you. It is polite to let ladies go first. I jest, my dear.
Thank you. I have been taught by younglings to embrace the ways of the new world and allow women to make their own decisions. You offered me the place. I took the step.
I like you.
Thank you very much.
Any predictions for tonight's Oracle?
The same as any predictions from my people. Things are messed up. Hopefully they will not be messed up in the future, but only if we don't mess up our present.
If you could name me a good prophecy, I would love to hear it once.
You got one.
Yeah. What goes around comes around.
Keller, do you have anything else you'd like to ask before you go up?
I look to Matthias. How's Bronwyn?
Outside of their element, awkward as usual. Knows more than they've. Knows a lot.
It is very. I thought it was very interesting seeing her in that booth.
They do not want to be here. This is outside of their element. Too many opportunities for information.
As the elevator doors open up, the cigar lounge is a bit different. A large chandelier lights up the room over a newly built circular bar attended by two bartenders, both silently busying themselves with mixing and pouring crimson drinks into crystal glasses. None of you are at Hunger 4, so you do not need to worry about making a frenzy check. That could have been embarrassing for one of you. Onto the stage, you see Damien playing a little experimental jazz on the circular stage, sending relaxing tones into the room. Damien's eyes, however, never leave you and the guest as you enter. In between the sets, he jumps down from the stage to greet you. He's clad in a button-down blue dress shirt with an untied bow tie dangling around his neck. Glad you made it here safely. No one knows who's hungry for Magister blood these nights. And who can blame him? Looking at Sierra. I'm sure many can. But new nights call for strange bred fellows, doesn't it, Sheriff? How are you? Are you guys okay?
I would like to hear more of what you're playing, to be honest.
Far better than I thought you'd be.
Yeah. Well, our tech guy's still missing. So, yep, that's Evan.
Evan, as in Sans Evan?
Gotta mention that.
I never know what I'm allowed to say anymore. I just didn't think he had the talent for audio.
Where's the other one? I expected two. Where's the other
Is
one?
Damien saying this?
Oh, you let him know already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Do you have any leads on where he might be?
Am I anywhere near there, or is it just those two?
No, you're there too.
Okay.
Because he was speaking to Sierra.
Uh,
My assumption is that he probably went to take care of himself, but that's not really a promising thought. I'm
Nope.
hoping he'll show up eventually.
if he wishes to remain a guest in the city, he should.
I don't think he was adequately entertained by us last night.
Enough.
I believe
Well-
he slept out while we were dealing with our little situation we woke up to.
Alright. Well, we can't... I'll look into it. A little brouhaha flame burning within him. Miss... I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Van Buren. Alright. You should meet him. Very well. And she leads him over the prince, Kevin, speaking with all the Ventru. You know Ballard and the Seneschal, but there are a few others who you can assume are Ventru who are up there too. A black woman who is beautiful in her own right as well, and almost has a kindly nature about her, but also a sternness, much in the same stoicism as Sierra. She is Neo. And then Matthias, it is apparent when you see Alexa. They're sitting on a table, their knees on a chair, their elbows resting on it as they are holding up with their hand a scalpel, dexterously playing with it in between their fingers, giving a stare towards the Anarch Circle. You know a different side of Alexa, but this is the scourge here in Elysium, and you can see why almost every Anarch is afraid of them, as they are staring them down.
Yep. We definitely should not be here.
And then you see the Anarchs. Anita. Genghis. And others. Every kindred that you can imagine. Before we close tonight's session, is there anything else you wish to do real quick before we do?
Son, where is
Oh,
son?
wits, awareness.
Oh, come on, Matthias.
You can do it, buddy. It's only Sun.
Yeah, that's all. It's only the craziest motherfucker in the city. I'm sure he's having a great day. Not bad dice. 4.
Or
Yep.
be right back.
We will miss you.
Hiding off into the corners, under the brightest spot, where there are no shadows. You see him, and he's just sort of standing there, stoically. Nah. He's just standing there, absently, holding a crystal glass of blood as he drinks it. He's speaking with Brett. Brett is just sort of nodding in agreement, and Jason points you out. And Brett looks over, sees Nathan, works his way over, and says to Nathan, "One moment. Matthias, your Primogen wants to speak with you."
Understood. Well, Keller, Nathan, it was nice knowing you. As he walks on over.
Matthias, how are you tonight?
Tonight has been a good night.
I
It's
hope
good to see you.
nothing too ill happened to you.
So far, nothing tonight. Are you well today?
I am quite well today. I am curious as to what exactly is happening here.
That is a good question.
What's insight?
I know he knows what's going on, Quinn.
Cute.
Sorry this takes me so long. I have a lot of dice for this. So 4 plus insight, which is 3. Fucking go, Matthias. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
I critted.
Dang.
Clearly cowering in fear. To you, at least. He's putting on a good show for every other kindred. But you know. Yes, you know. That he is afraid. Well, I am glad to see that both delegates have arrived. There should have been 2, correct?
Yes, there should have been, but only one decided to come with us.
The other
were
did not
home.
make it. Oh.
The other decided to take their own path. I am but a fledgling. There's only so much I can force the stronger to do. Yeah, does he need to roll? he's going to beat this.
He does need to roll. Alright. Well, that is good. Or not. No, he wouldn't say that. Well, that is unfortunate. Matthias, do you know that our prophecies can sometimes be wrong? Can sometimes lie to us?
That's exactly how I feel, Nathan. None of our prophecies come in clear English, told to us by people born far beyond any of our birthdays. I'm a man of God. I read from a tome that has been translated 1,000 times. What is true is based on who was reading it.
We'll see. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Woo! Hell yeah.
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill Matthias dead. He's gonna kill.
Gonna kill Keller first.
Probably Sierra first. You are a close second.
I am much easier to kill.
Oh.
It'll probably be me first.
Oh my god.
But we got the save the cheerleader, save the world prophecy. You are fine.
Oh, it's your Saturday, Vaughn.
I know, thank God.
I know, right?
Thank fucking God, Friday, but yes.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for Chicago by Night. It's gonna get weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah.
We knew we were fucked last week, but now we're already in it, so.
Yep.
Well, we survived a bunch of problems.
We did.
We could have. There was apparently something we could have really fucked up today, and we didn't.
You fucking nailed it. But yeah.
But that doesn't mean politically we did anything correct.
Also very true. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I've been your storyteller for this evening, Quinn Sullivan. That is my name. I think I'm going to start Resident Evil Village either tomorrow or Wednesday. Stay tuned to our Twitter for that. You can click that on our banner below where it says Twitter and socials.
Is it out yet?
Next week.
Village. Not the new one.
Village is the new one.
Oh, the one before that. 7, Biohazard. Yep. I want to play that before Zamitsu Mama comes out.
Don't you have Wildbound tomorrow?
No.
No?
The other night. Yep. Yes. Oh God, I hope. Okay. Let's.
You better get it right or Maddie's gonna be upset.
Yep. I believe it's next week.
Like,
oh shit. All right. Well, I'll find that out later. Lamar, what are you doing?
Top of the morning to you, lads and lasses. My name is Lamar the Con Guy. That's Lemerd Con Guy on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter. All the same handle. I am here every Monday playing my very favorite game, Chicago by Night, as I play my terribly destroyed Malkavian preacher, Matthias. Wednesday nights, I think this Wednesday is our last one of the season on the Real Gobshites channel, playing my Luxodon cleric. Peace cleric, which is the most broken cleric I've ever seen. Beyond that, find me on my own Twitch channel, as I think I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 4 to prepare to play RE Village, because I need to see what Giant Mommy turns into.
You'll be both, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. And Dana.
everybody, I'm Dana. You can find me on the internet at Dana Levy. That is my handle. I have a podcast that comes out every other Monday called Flanky Bonus. One episode came out today that features Lamar the Con Guy as we continue our this or that with me and my best friend Robert and Lamar. Catch me here every Monday, crying about Vampire with the rest of my friends. Catch me on so many games every Tuesday playing Call of Cthulhu or Star Trek Adventures. This week will be Call of Cthulhu as I'm in danger yet again. Catch me starting 2 weeks or 1 week from this upcoming Thursday on Jumpstack Charisma as we start Star Wars with Yvonne and the Jumpstack crew. And then find me on Gehenna Gaming starting on May 7th, which is the day after that day. Hopefully I won't be dead for my second vaccine shot, as we start a Dark Ages 5th edition Chronicle, where I am playing a true Bruja.
Librarians who can kick your ass in past, present, and future. Vaughn.
Hi everyone, I'm Vaughn. You can find me here every Monday playing Vampire the Masquerade with all these lovely people. I am the Tired Warlock in the Twitch chat, and I am a Tired Warlock. Like Dana said, you will starting in 2 weeks. I will be in a Star Wars game, which I will be playing a Night Sister, and I am very much looking forward to doing that. And other than that, yeah.
All right, everybody. So, we will see you next week, and need to find out if we're live tomorrow. So,
Yes.
see you guys. Take care.
Night.